Hello Pisces, my name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology, and it's so good to be here with all of you. I'm waking up quite early in the morning and I feel like I just heard my baby start to cry or whimper, so I'm like, oh no, I may not have time to finish this reading, but we will try our best. We are going to be using the Oracle of Visions, which has no words on these cards, y'all. It's just an image, okay? So I haven't used this before. I did a reading for myself. It came out pretty cool. I think you'll like it. And also the Tarot Grand Lux. These are both by the same artist. I think you say Ciro Marchetti. So yeah, we're going to dive in. We're going to first pull 4 of these vision cards and we'll dive back in together in just a few, Pisces. But spirit guides, angels, ancestors of the highest white Christed light, I ask that you join me in Pisces here today as we tap into their energy, letting them know whatever it is that they need to know at this time. All right, let's dive in. All right, first up you have card number 30, which really looks like a wolf in sheep's clothing, Little Red Riding Hood type of energy. Your next card is card 42, and it shows someone on a tightrope, but also that same person seems to be on the floor. Maybe they have fallen off the tightrope, maybe they're tired of putting on a performance. I feel this energy could be about you being tired of not being true to yourself. Then we have this like winged creature who I really feel is in like this prone position because they're surrendering to their higher self, their higher calling. There is some resistance to this though. Then you have this beautiful energy here with 777, someone with dice in their hands, cards in her hair, maybe a tarot card or another playing card in her hand, a black cat, a mirror. So there's something about mysticism, luck, some type of gamble, or maybe win, fortune, lottery type of situation, but some type of unexpected money or like lucky situation is trying to make its way into your life. And on the bottom of the deck, you have card 18. And what I'm seeing here, she's opening up this jar, and like out of the jar, all these like fairies are coming out. She's also got this beautiful crown on, which could represent your crown chakra. But there may be some like fairy knowledge or information that is being imbued into you. So what I'm going to do, Pisces, is I'm going to read the book off camera to see if I can divulge any information, and we'll create a cohesive reading out of these cards. Give me a sec. Okay, so I got some of the energy right, and then some of the energy was depicted differently. But obviously, we as readers, and those of us who are psychics, intuitives, we need to kind of rely on our intuition as well. But what the artist and the author has to say does matter to me a lot. So we were right about the Red Riding Hood energy here, but what I should have said or kind of went deeper into is they're saying that a lot of the times we feel when things around us are not as they should be. We can tell when something is just not quite right. Although it may seem deceiving, there is somebody or something in your energy that is a trickster, and we've been kind of dealing with this trickster energy for a while, Pisces. What this card is depicting is that what might be deceiving or fooling us may be closer than we think, maybe closer than we would like for it to be. And there is an energy around you, Pisces, that is not meaning you any good. And a lot of you can feel it. And a lot of you are coming to the light. I'm seeing a lot of light pouring in on this side of the card about choices that you need to make. And overall, I would say this entire spread is about choices. This entire spread is about, are you going to just kind of let fate and circumstance happen to you, or are you going to look around you and make decisions that are better for you? So is there someone in your energy, something around you that's too good to be true, a wolf in sheep's clothing, a person who's trying to be a friend but is actually a foe? Is there something that's written in fine print that you need to take heed of or pay attention to, there is that energy that's leaking through this card. Then this was interesting because I looked at this as authenticity, and I still feel very much so in my heart that there is something about this card that may speak to some of you who are not feeling necessarily like you are being your authentic self. But what the card actually is talking about is this person, yes, they are the same, is really looking at the gifts and the talents and the skills that she has, and is second guessing her ability to ever live up to her own ideals and her own desires. Will she ever be able to be good enough? And so I still feel that authenticity portion coming through here, where maybe you were a person who was always a people pleaser, a performer, someone who would always put on a mask to show up in your daily life as this person that you needed to be for everyone else but you. But the card is really talking about trying to live up to your own standards, trying to live up to your own self, and never feeling good enough. There could be someone in your life as well, Pisces, who is making you feel less than or devaluing you. Not putting the love and care into you, and thus you haven't been able to see yourself in the way that you truly are. You are this wonderful performer. You are this wonderful person. You are this super skilled and talented being. But there has been a lot of projection, I feel like, on you over the years that has made you second guess your value, your worth, your skill, your talents. Your gifts are indeed one of the most powerful parts of you, and you have been made to feel small for too long. I'm even feeling like these two cards could go together, as in like somebody that's been in your energy has been making you feel like you are just not good enough. There's this very heavy overarching energy of someone who's trying to take control or belittle or manipulate you. This is actually an angel, which is interesting. I saw kind of like these eagle wings, right? So these are angel wings. And so this is you, Pisces. You are an earth angel. That is something that I've kind of heard over the years, and it's been a little bit hard to accept, but I've also had people tell me, like, you're such an angel, you're an earth angel. If you resonate with this reading, you're from the angelic realm. And because I revere angels with such humility, it's been hard for me to kind of walk into that. But you truly are an earth angel, Pisces. And this earth angel is wrapped up in cords. This reminds me of the Eight of Swords, where, you know, she feels like giving up. Very similar to this energy here, where we are laying down on the job, right? There could be a lot of burden, stress, anxiety, restriction, lack of hope, fear, all of that tied up in you right now, Pisces. And the purpose of this card was to shine a light on the fact that there's this sword beneath her. And this angel, all this angel has to do is pick up this sword, cut themselves free, and they would be able to move on with their life, with their destiny, with their purpose. There could be scenarios, situations in your life, Pisces, that seem overwhelming right now, but you have got to understand that the power is within you. It's all around you, and it is closer than you think. Do not let the worries and the woes and the issues of this life overtake you, Pisces. You have the ability to rise up from this situation and fly again, if only you can believe that you have the power to do so. There is a need for you to believe in your own strength, to trust your intuition, to believe how good you really are, to stop limiting yourself and bogging yourself down with stress and anxiety. This card is about luck. This card is about fate. This card is about taking a chance or a risk. So we got this card right. There is something that really wants to come in for you, Pisces, but first you must take a chance. First you must believe that it is going to happen for you. Some of it, though, is already written in your story. It's just a matter of you opening what this was is Pandora's box and seeing what's inside. What I found interesting about this card is that when Pandora opens this box, it did say fairy-like creatures were flying out. We just don't know if the outcome is going to be good or bad. And so these two cards reminded me of each other because it's like you are walking into a version of yourself that you may not recognize, that might be new, who's finally taking that chance or that risk, freeing themselves, trusting their intuition, walking away from the wolves in our lives and picking ourselves back up and putting ourselves back on the tightrope, right? And just going out there and doing what we need to do. In so doing, I do believe that you will be blessed, Pisces, but there is always risk associated. And I can't help but keep looking at this image here. This image is really striking to me. And I'm not going to look in the book for this one, but I just feel like it's telling you that there is a certain amount of time that you have left in a certain situation before things are over. And to just trust the divine timing and the way that things are happening, but also to not waste your time. Because when we have this type of hourglass, this is telling us that there is a limited amount of time. The sand is going to fall from one side to the other, but it seems like the majority of the sand is still in the upper chamber. So you have time. But understand that time in a certain situation or to figure something out in your life, it is kind of reaching its endpoint. You've opened this Pandora's box, or you're about to open Pandora's box, and I just want you to be brave, Pisces. There is something about trusting yourself, being brave, understanding how capable and powerful you really are. And I do believe that luck is on your side. 777 keeps coming up in our readings as well. Some of you are about to come into some type of fortune, luck, and financial resolve as well, which is really beautiful. So let's tap in, Pisces, to your tarot and see kind of what is this current situation where Pisces is being asked to trust themselves, open up that Pandora's box, make some kind of fated change. Wow, we've got the Tower card and the Empress. Ooh, this is crazy good. So I just posted a reading yesterday about you coming into some type of fortune, but this isn't just financial, Pisces. This is abundance in so many ways. The Empress card is a card that is telling us that we are about to come into some type of fertility, fruitfulness, luxury, rest, beauty, a glow up in your health. Some of you are actively trying to have children, expanding your businesses, receiving actual money, an improvement in your home and family life. There is a lot that is about to go kaboom. I'm just seeing with this Tower here to the Empress, it's going to be a fated, unexpected, more than you could imagine type of change. But it's because you are going to free yourself from the shackles of that Little Red Riding Hood energy, and you're about to walk into something that is fated for you. You have gone through so much, Pisces, and I feel like the universe is about to bless you with a lot of abundance. And again, abundance does not just have to be about physical money, but it does include that as well. What's challenging this amazing Tower to the Empress? Like, that is an unexpected, fated, beautiful energy. Page of Pentacles. The challenge here has either been you haven't taken the risk or the chance to do something new, because we have to think about this card as if it's in the reverse. So Page of Pentacles in the reverse would be somebody who didn't take a chance, who didn't take the leap of faith, who didn't do what they needed to do, who didn't open Pandora's box. Or people around you have been giving you less than you deserve. People around you have been shortchanging you, making you feel like your value has been compromised. Some of you are being severely underpaid or in situations where you weren't allowed to grow into that true like Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles energy. You were never going to get to your 10 of Pentacles in these situations. So for many of you, you were placed in situations that were supposed to harden you, that were supposed to make you as this earth angel feel like you could not take flight. There is something about the way that you were like tricked or conned into a situation or lured into a situation where you felt like you could not get out of, that eventually made you feel as though this abundance that is going to magically appear in your life, Pisces, it was making you feel like this was never going to come. But Spirit says, oh, it's on the way. With the Eight of Wands, there is a powerful energy, a powerful trajectory of change. And again, in the last message, and these messages do seem like they are kind of related to each other, there seemed to be a particular person, it was a fire sign that came out, who was trying to block these blessings from coming into your life. It could be a bigger situation, a family situation. It could be a health issue. It doesn't have to necessarily be a person, but there was something placed in your way that you were always meant to overcome. That Spirit is saying, come on, you can do it. You can do it. And you're just about there. Yeah, the Death card. So there is about to be a big transformation and ending to a cycle. That's that cycle that's running out of time. And then I feel like this person is running out of time, and it is what it is. It's time for Pisces to get their goal, to get their happiness, to move on with their life, to be healthier, happier, successful, rested, fertile, abundant, strengths at this time. It is your time, Pisces. All right. I love when the Ten of Swords comes up as a strength because of the fact that this is such a heavy card. This is a card of restriction. This is a card of betrayal. This is a card for some of you where you may have gone through incarceration, addictions. You may have really felt bound and chained to a terrible situation that happened in your past, a life that you have tried to move on from. Not for every one of you, but that's a very heavy energy that I'm picking up for some of you that are going to be seeing this reading. For others of you where maybe the energy hasn't been so heavy, what it is that whatever betrayals, whatever traumas, whatever PTSD you have gone through, especially in regard to how others treated you. I see some of you being framed or made to become this people pleaser where you could never do or be enough. And now you're using all of those swords that were in your back to cut yourself free. So remember, in these cards, it said that the angel, all she needed to do was to grab that sword and free herself, right? And so what I think is happening with this Ten of Swords as your strength is you are realizing every issue that came up, every situation that put me into a place where I felt less than, betrayed, belittled, hurt, broken down. I'm hearing, is it emasculated? Every single issue as far as like I'm seeing SA being an issue or issues with the male-female bond. There's been a lot of betrayal energy here, but that is actually going to be the very reason why you have the strength and the ability and the know-how to get yourself out of these situations and into the Empress energy. I see you letting go, walking away, that cycle being over, those lessons being learned, and you turn that new leaf, Pisces. Your biggest obstacles have become your greatest savior at this point. Area of focus for Pisces. The Hierophant. This is truly a gift from God that's coming into your life. They're saying you really put the time, the work, the effort into being serious about your spirituality, being serious about your spiritual walk, getting your house in order is what I heard. You have been working on yourself. Some of you are walking into teacher roles. Some of you have been really counseling with God and meditating and praying and doing what you needed to do in order to be blessed. Now Spirit is saying there is going to be a blessing that comes from above just for you, Pisces, so that you can walk into this fated, lucky, expansive portion of your life. I'm seeing God literally looking at you and saying you have done such a good job. And if you needed to hear that, Pisces, because I know some of you are like, I haven't done a good job. You have done such a good job. No human is perfect, but you have been trying to be better, working on yourself, tapping into your spiritual self, and trusting that God was going to make a way for you. And there is a door that is being opened. There is prosperity that is coming into your life. And there is also a lot of favor. Even if you don't feel like you deserve it, there's a lot of favor that is coming into your life. With the Six of Cups, there's also an energy I'm seeing, Pisces, where you are about to be basking in that childlike energy that you have desired. And the childlike energy is one that is free, playful, expansive, fun. That's all headed towards you. Good things, blessings. Children could be headed towards you as well. Near future. And they could be grandchildren if you're not childbearing age. All right. Near future, you have the Knight of Swords. There is going to be a swift verdict, answer, conclusion, but maybe a spicy conversation that's coming in for you. Let me ask Spirit, can you tell us a little bit more about this Knight of Swords? What are they bringing in for Pisces? Okay. Chariot is still kind of talking about how quickly this is going to come in, but there's something headed towards you. Queen of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Nine of Wands. Oh my God. Okay. So Pisces, whatever you've been going through, there could be like someone, I'm hearing the salty crew. I don't know why, but there could be somebody who has been a bit abrasive, but now you are having to, not having to, but you are showing them that this situation, the way that they've been coming about it, they can no longer do this to you. You are walking away from this energy of brokenness, of trying to continually be resilient, of doing things on your own, of being the one who is doing all the backbreaking work, the one who's giving more effort, the one who's always alone, pushing and pushing and pushing, right? The one who can never be enough. I see you having to wear many, many masks, many roles. You've had to play so many roles in your life, Pisces, to keep everything together, to keep everything afloat. That person is tired and that person is letting go. The Temperance is showing that your angels have come in to give you your wings back. They're saying, Pisces, we're going to help you alchemize this situation. You could also be dealing with a Sagittarius or have Sagittarius highly aspected in your chart. Your spirit team is saying it's time for you to kind of go through a harmonious replenishment, and you are about to receive every little thing that was taken away from you. Your joy, your health, your home, your finances, all of that is being returned to you. There is going to be this fast and I feel like it's going to really be an oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening to me moment for you, Pisces, where you are about to be in receipt of something miraculous and something monetary, something that you can actually feel. When we see the Queen of Pentacles, this means this is something that's showing up in your everyday life. So expect maybe an abrasive conversation, a difficult breakdown, but there is going to be some progress for you. Recent past for Pisces. Recent past. Knight of Wands. So I see you walking into that rebel energy. This is your energy, Pisces. I know sometimes the Knight of Wands can be someone else's energy, and you could be dealing with the fiery character. That is something that does show up a lot for us. But recent past, I think you came at that Knight of Swords with the Knight of Wands and said, no, I'm going to do what's best for me. I'm going to actually go after my dreams, my desires, the love that I know that I'm worthy of, the money that I, am also worthy of. And I'm going to do what makes me happy. I'm going to pursue what I want. And I see you taking a lot of power back in the recent months, Pisces. The past few months of this year have really, really changed you. And you are now a person who's definitely ending out cycles that don't align with their life anymore. You see your truth. And the Justice card is here saying that God is balancing the scales. There is no more time for you to be sitting in these lackluster energies. Spirit is saying, I'm bringing in divine order, divine truth, divine clarity. Pisces, you have worked so hard. This cycle, this energy, this time frame, it is over. That hourglass is pouring out. All right, advice for you, Pisces. Oh, all of those cards flipped over. I'm going to let me see. That was a little bit weird. The whole deck flipped. Or did only one card flip? I don't know. That deck just played some tricks on me here. Okay. Look at how many cards flipped. Oh, there goes the baby, you guys. Give me a sec. I take everything that occurs during a reading as a sign or symbol for you. So for sure, time is of the essence because, okay, the baby's up. We need to hurry. So I'm going to try to zoom through these last couple of cards. But Pisces, I was about to call you Spices. There is going to be something that is kind of like going to need your urgent attention or, again, children could be very significant to those of you where that tower moment is going to be that I can't believe we're pregnant, or I can't believe my grandchild is coming into this world, or I can't believe my business is taking off, but there's going to be this ringing of the alarm. So advice. Queen of Wands and the Four of Coins. Pisces, I see you about to stack your money, about to be able to save even. There's an energy here that as you walked into that rebellious energy with the Knight of Wands, you're slowly moving into this Queen of Wands energy where you know thyself. You know what you are capable of. You know your beauty. You know your worth. You know your value. And that value is going to turn into pentacle proof. And that pentacle proof with the Four of Pentacles is going to allow you to save, to be able to move forward, to establish a stronger foundation. You're going to be more mindful of your money, more mindful of where you're going. This particular person is on a ship. So there could also be this energy that as you're pouring into like a business or yourself, your health, all of that, you're transporting yourself to a new place, to a new belonging, some of you to a new city. Many of you are transitioning your work altogether. I see improvements in your health, improvements in your home. And this energy about you is really about to be very enigmatic. You're about to attract a lot of good things into your life. Your spirit team says, continue to just focus on you. That is your advice. When you focus on you, your energy multiplies your fortune, your wealth. Okay. You are truly a prize, a token. Your environment, I'm going to take it. Love it. The Wheel of Fortune. Your environment is being heavily influenced and aspected by the astrology. Jupiter is meeting up with Venus for the next 3 days, you guys. Again, my favorite astrologer right now is Lori Lothian. She is amazing. She goes over all the aspects. Jupiter is meeting in the sky with Venus for the next 3 days. In our 5th house of good fortune. And our 5th house of joy, pleasure, fun, sex, romance, children. If there is something in those categories of the 5th house, check it out. Google what the 5th house in astrology covers. If there's anything in there that you have been hoping for, wishing for, desiring, good luck, good fortune, lotto wins, all of that, it is in there. I myself will be going to go get a scratcher. And I've never gambled in my life, but I might over the next couple of days do that. But she said this is an energy that's going to last for the whole year, but this is the most potent week where you should see some type of financial reward, something coming towards you, right? That is very beautiful, that is very auspicious, that is in your fortune house. And so with the Wheel of Fortune showing up in your environment, I want you to capitalize on this energy, Pisces. Don't sit on yourself. Utilize what the energies and the free will choices and also the fated aspects of your life are about to bring in for you. She was saying for Pisces, Sun, it's going to be heavily aspected towards career for you. So if career has been an issue, the Wheel of Fortune says there's going to be a fated improvement. For those of you who are Pisces rising, it could be any aspect of your life. So it could be your body, your health, your career, children, like kind of whatever it is that you've been wanting to focus on. And then for Pisces moon, especially your health and your home. So those are all things that are going to be aspected by Jupiter in Cancer, which is exalted, and also Venus meeting up for the next 3 days. And Venus is such a beautiful planet. She brings goodness wherever she goes. Hopes and fears. You have the Ten of Wands and the Knight of Cups. You have been looking for some type of reprieve, an offer, some type of help or assistance. The Knight of Cups comes in with like that friendship energy, and the Ten of Wands is someone who is tired. They're even showing like an elderly man in this particular energy. So if you have been feeling weighed down, tired, just really stuck, there is an energy here, Pisces, where you are about to receive some type of assistance. Your fear has been that you're going to stay in this position of lack, and this position of wanting and needing and never being able to meet your standards. And it looks like he's working on a little house back here. So you might be working on your home and family life, your health, doing something in and out of the home. And you're like, is this ever going to come to fruition? Maybe you've been stuck in the home and you've been trying to find a job, or you've been trying to spread your wings in some way. And, the Knight of Cups is here to say you are going to receive some type of offer of assistance, of love. There is going to be some type of caretaking that really lifts a burden off of your shoulders. I don't know if it's going to lift every burden because it is just a night, but it is going to be able to take you forward. What I love is you have the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups here. So there is a lot of movement going on in your world, Pisces. And you do have the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck here, showing me that there is going to be something you're about to celebrate. Could be about a home, could be about a business, a job. Maybe you're receiving some type of offer, or a sale could be going through for you. You have a potential buyer coming through, Pisces, or, are you investing in a new business? Oh my God. Knight of Pentacles. So literally every knight has come out. There's Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, and now the Knight of Pentacles. Spirit is saying it's coming in. It may come in a little slowly, but it's coming in and it's going to rock your world, okay? Potential outcome for Pisces. Every knight has showed up. There is movement in your life. You are no longer stagnant. Oh my God. Oh my God. You have the Four of Cups to the Four of Wands. There is an opportunity that is coming in for you, Pisces. You've been in this longing and wishing and hoping and just waiting on the world to change. Maybe previous offers have come in that you haven't wanted, or situations have come in with bad news, and you're just like, God, when is this big break gonna happen for me? And Spirit brought back out that Four of Wands. And I'm seeing on the bottom of the deck the Three of Cups, which is the celebration card. You are about to celebrate, Pisces. You are about to walk into a time where you've wished and hoped, and you were waiting for so long. This period is about to be over. They are showing me, Pisces, this beautiful piece of art here that is saying, time's up. I really feel the energy of the Justice card in this woman's gaze. She is gentle, but she is straight. She is like, boom, time is up. There is a situation that's been holding you back from living in a life of luxury and a life of prosperity. There's all these koi fish at the bottom, Pisces. This is you being elevated. The bonsai tree is being, has been something that came up for us recently. And it's about going forward, about harmony, balance, goodness being restored in your life. And this is card 33, very significant for me. I turned 33 this year. Could be significant for you. Maybe you're seeing 33 or 333. But time is up for this situation, Pisces. You are about to celebrate. There is about to be an opportunity that comes in for you that is out of this world. And some of you won't even know what this is. Like, some of you probably have an inkling of what it could be, but some of you, this is truly going to come as like a fated occurrence. You had no idea that your guides were looking out for you, or that, the fate of the world was looking out for you this way, but you are about to celebrate. Your high priestess energy got you here. You trusted your intuition. You did the hard work. You remained silent. You remained steady. You trusted in your spirituality. You worked your magic, Pisces. And now the good times roll in. So take advantage again. Venus and Jupiter are meeting in Cancer, your 5th house, for the next 3 days. If you are not a Pisces rising and you want to see where else Cancer is in your chart, check it out. Find Cancer wherever that is in your life. You're about to have a glow up, some kind of success. Something is going to come in that's really going to bless you. And this only happens every 12 years in Cancer. And specifically, Jupiter in Cancer is the exalted aspect of where Jupiter likes to be. So this is a really auspicious time for you, Pisces. Soak in this abundance and this unexpected wealth and bounty that is trying to come in for you. Again, with this Tower moment to the Empress, it is going to come as a shock. It's going to break down walls. It's going to shatter your reality, but in a way that brings you goodness. This is not a bad tower. This is a tower that is saying you did the hard work. All of those obstacles that have been keeping you from your wealth and prosperity are about to fall down. So I'm very happy for you, and I'm very happy for me, and I'm very thankful that we have all been in this together. Encouraging each other. I have really grown to love this community and look forward to working with you guys almost every single day. And can't keep wait to hearing what's going on. So Pisces, if this message resonated with you, will you please give this video a big thumbs up? And also let me know in the comments, are you ready to receive your wealth, or have you received wealth? You can even leave me like a little money bag, or you could leave me a star or a coin. I don't even know if the coins exist in the emojis, but just something that represents your fire, your passion, this good luck. You could even leave me like dice or 777 could suffice. Those are all different things. So claim what it is that you want, Pisces. Leave me a comment. Let me know that you're here. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to know what's brewing in your life. All right, Pisces, I'll see you tomorrow with another one. Bye, guys.